What I want to demonstrate in this video is how to go about putting a proper stroke on your text items. And while I'm at it, I'm going to show you how to do multiple strokes. The method that I'm going to use is the appearance panel. And I have this text over here, B and L, and it's selected and it's live text. Again, this is a trick that can be done with live text. So you want to keep your text live with this. I'm going to come in, and first of all, it's got a fill of blue on it, which doesn't matter very much to this appearance panel until I actually come in here and choose add new fill or add new stroke. So I'm going to choose add new stroke, and it will bring a stroke in, and notice that the stroke is placed in front of the fill, so that if I take that stroke, and let's say I want to make it white because I'm going to do multiple strokes on this. I'm going to change the point size of it. I'm going to bring it up. I hit the button the wrong way. Hold on, let me go back. I'll leave it black for a minute, and I'm going to start going up. Now watch what happens when I do this. Can you see that the stroke is actually beginning to overlap and destroy the fill? Okay, it looks very bad. The reason that's happening is, if you know anything about Photoshop, you'll know that there's a stacking order in Photoshop. You have the same situation with the appearance panel where you have a stacking order, and the stroke layer is higher than the fill layer. So that means that that stroke is going to appear in front of the fill. And the problem with strokes is, if you take a look at this line, you're going to see that part of the stroke is on the outside of the line, part of it's on the inside of the line. So that part that's on the inside of the line begins to essentially cover over the fill that we have there. Now, using the appearance panel, I can click on the fill and I can drag the fill up in front of the stroke, and even though I did that, you don't see any fill on it because I have to specify a color for the fill in here. So let me come in and grab the blue that's similar to it in there. And now you can see right away with the fill placed in front of the stroke that you are no longer seeing the stroke that's on the inside of the line. You're only seeing the stroke on the outside of the line because the fill is blocking your ability to see that part of the stroke. So now we're on our way. So let's do this. Let's come in here now and let's make that stroke white so we can see something. Oh yeah, I could wait. Let me do this. Let me just let's duplicate the stroke. And now I have a second stroke. And this stroke here, I'm going to change the color of it, and it's going to be the same blue. All right, so now I have a stroke of blue, and I'm going to start increasing the size of it, and you should start seeing that stroke appear. Now keep in mind that the fill is in front of everything. Stroke number 1 is in front of stroke number 2. So if I come in here and click on stroke number 1 and I change the color to white, I now have something that looks pretty sensational. I have a fill of blue, I have a stroke of white, and I have a stroke of blue, which gives me this great look. I can keep going with this as long as I want. I can come in here now and I can change this to white, and I can set this to be 9, 12. Actually, let's see, I got to move this one up. I'm sorry, I put it in the wrong place. It actually went in the wrong place. So I got one that's 9 and one that's 12. I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to go to the lower one. Keep going lower. Keep going lower, because that's where you're actually going to see this thing take shape. So I'm now going to click on that, and it's 12. I'm going to go 13, 14. And now you can see that I have created a really neat looking graphic shape. I have a fill of blue, and I have a stroke of white. I got to select it so you can see what's going on. I have a fill of blue, I have a stroke of white, and then I have a stroke of blue, and then a fill of white, and a stroke of blue. So I end up getting this great thing here. Now, you work on this. The appearance panel, I just want to point out to you that the appearance panel is something that you should be aware of. You can do a lot of things and modify a lot of things that you are working on by going into the appearance panel. It's a very powerful panel, something that you really want to work with. And what really is great about this is I can now come in here and I can select the letter L, and again I can change this I, L, L. And I mean, this is fully editable. The text is fully editable, and I've applied a great look and effect to this. So what I recommend is you open up the appearance panel and start playing with the strokes and fills. Just keep in mind that in the case of a stroke and fill environment like this, you're going to want the fill to be up in front of the stroke. That's the important thing. Thank you, and give it a try.